Collectible giveaways on this YouTube channel. We've got Veve, we've got Opensea, we've got Solana, we've got a little bit of everything. If you missed the big giveaway from Friday, we gave away comic books, physical collectibles, a little bit of everything, all the collectibles that I enjoy, that I share on this channel. And again, I share a little bit of crypto, so because I like to collect crypto and NFTs. So by the end of this video, you're going to discover, what does this billionaire have to say about Solana, and what kind of effect do we see? What kind of craziness do we see? And if you can stay ahead of these curves of this information, again, you can make decent bread. Okay, so remember, this video being promoted by Dokta Strange. Link in the description for his Spotify, his YouTube, and his hip-hop NFT from Opensea. Gas free, so it's on the layer 2 Polygon, so don't worry about gas, but it is Ethereum, so you can use it wherever Ethereum is accepted, whatever metaverse that is good with Ethereum. So let's go ahead and take a look at what he has to say. He's the founder of FTX, the exchange for crypto. It's like talking to the owner of a Fidelity or Robinhood or whatever. Pick your flavor, right? So let's see what he says. Very interesting. And you know, this information is what we can use as ammunition or weapons or whatever to help us stay ahead of the game and hopefully make some money.
2018 style crash. What kinds of projects do you think would survive this downturn in the next bear cycle?
Yeah, and I think that generally the projects that you see surviving the best are the ones that have huge, really loyal followings, and the ones that have really important use cases. I think the ones that seemed more like hype driven often crash the hardest. But when you look at projects that have either a lot of real adoption or the potential for a lot of real adoption, those are projects that, loyalists are going to be backing even during bear markets. And so I think that you're looking at, blockchains that could see huge adoption. I think you're looking at, various exchanges and other infrastructure players that are going to be key to this space going forward. And anything else that seems like it has an important feature that can't just be sort of replaced by a competitor.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What do you think are the best protocols right now for mass adoption? In other words, what is the next Bitcoin, Ethereum, so on and so forth?
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but what I will say is that if you look at what it would take to have, say, 1 billion people use cryptocurrency, to have 1 billion...
I'm going to stop the video right now. Just kidding.
people use blockchain infrastructure, right? If each one of those is sort of using it in the same way that we use social media or finance today, that's going to be creating probably millions of transactions per second for the blockchain. And you can see this if you just look at the transaction throughput of current large, financial, social media, or basically any large online application.
Okay.
And, from that perspective, one thing that I've thought about a lot is what are the blockchains that could scale to that level, that could scale to millions of transactions per second in a composable native way. I think I've been on the record a lot saying that I think Solana has a real shot at doing so, which I think is really exciting. I think, there are other tokens out there as well that are aiming to scale quite a bit. Avalanche is one of them. But I think that is really the thing that I look at the most, because, a lot of other parts of the crypto ecosystem.
All right, he doesn't mention any other, but obviously Solana. And if you saw the video where I made not too long ago about what other cryptos that I'm collecting, Solana was on there. Matter of fact, I can't recall if I mentioned it, but Solana is my second highest, my investing budget to crypto. The percent wise is the second highest. In complete transparency, number one is Polygon. All right, Mark Cuban invested a ton of money. It's on the marketplace, Opensea, for for Opensea. Again, it solves a problem that a lot of people have. So that's why I'm like, you know what? That's my number one allocation. I'm really considering maybe making this my number one and dropping Polygon to number two. But regardless, I wanted to go ahead and show what is happening right now. All right, hold on. I'm going to show what's happening in the crypto world right now. All right, and let's see. Mira esto. Check this out. Check this out, right? You know, things are not looking good right now. Things are looking bleak. Everything in the red, right? What? So, Solana. Thank God I have some Solana. And, you know, my portfolio right now took a hit because, you know, you can see everything's in the red. Everything's in the red. But again, you know, I've got Sol, and percent wise, with having such a large percent of my budget, my investing budget in Solana, it helps balance it all out. You know, and it's funny that on YouTube, somebody was posting a video of Warren Buffett, him saying, "Oh yeah, diversification is bad is for when you don't know what you're doing." But what they don't explain, or what they don't understand, is for Warren Buffett, diversification is when you have it in like 50 different stocks. If you consume enough of his content, you understand what he's saying. You know, he'll go ahead and split it up amongst maybe 2, 3, 4 kind of, you know, about that stocks. When diversification in his mind is 50 different stocks. And I don't do that. I say the word diversification because I don't invest in just one. So I don't feel like, you know, oh yeah, you know, I do invest in, you know, my 4 or 5 different ones. So I still kind of put in the diversification. But when you talk to a billionaire and and he says the word diversification, he's talking about 50. You know what I'm saying? 50 different stocks. He's like, nah, I put all my money and I focus it, right? But he focuses it, yeah, in 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, again, just be wary. I just want to share this. Look, the billionaire talks about Solana. Look, Solana's in the green. I've been feeling Solana for a little bit now, and I really do think that this was important because look, the billionaire said it. You know, you can see what happens. You know, you can see. So that's one lesson, right? Like, oh man, if you could, you know, pay attention to these people who are smart, are in the end, who have a lot of money invested, you know, they say a name is worth, you know, paying attention to it. And then if you spread it around a little bit, again, I'm not talking about diversification when you go and split it to 30 to 50 different stocks. I'm not talking about that. You know what, find yourself 3 to 5 that you like a lot and focus your budget in there and split up your budget on that. So, you know, I just wanted to just mention that. You know, it's so funny that this happened and I saw all of this and I was like, oh wow, you know, I thought of that video, so I wanted to make that video. And then literally as I'm making this video, I'm like, man, I'm just gonna mention how it's funny how I see other, you know, YouTubers talk about, oh yeah, look at Warren Buffett say this, but it's taken out of context, you know. So, you know, spread your budget around, you know, to your favorite 3 different and look, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But you know what? I'm not a financial advisor. You invest how you want. There's no right or wrong way. Nobody has a crystal ball. But look, I'm just sharing information. That's all. And I'm just transparent with what I'm doing. Okay? So, bam, Solana is just, you know, it's something I think is really good, you know. And real quick while we're here, let's see what Matic is doing, which is Polygon. Matic is up. So, you know, again, the portfolio is looking all right while a lot of other cryptos took a hit. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, everyone, good luck in all of your collectible investments. Let them all be profitable.